Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank, the French M4A1 Revalorise. Is that how you say it? Revalorise. Yeah, that's how I'm going to say it. Anyway, here we go. This is a replay sent to me by my old mate MatchyHK from Raids Clan, and he's on Prokhorovka in his shiny new French medium tank. Of course, his French medium tank looks a little bit American to me. It looks like it's a French turret stuck onto a Sherman's body, or so I'm told. Premium normal rounds are APCR in this tank, doing 390 hit points of damage for penetration of 200 and 250 for the heat rounds, the premium ammunition. Now Matchy's lucky enough to be top tier in this replay, and he did something pretty rare for the Rev tank, and that's bouncer shot, but he did get his gun damage. He repairs it straight away and continues to play around in the middle of the map. Now I don't have this tank at all, and it's not a tank I can ever see myself buying. I mean, it's got a good alpha damage gun, but its armour is notoriously unreliable. It is reasonably well angled at the front, having a slightly curved chassis, I guess you would say, but it's pretty much a tier 5 hull, so you need to be mindful of that if you're ever playing this tank. But as you'll see in this replay, it can be a good money maker, and obviously it's just not the kind of tank that you get up and brawl in, especially if you're not top tier. Matchy's lucky enough to be top tier in this game. It's a tier 8 game with a good number of tier 8 tanks on both sides. Matchy being a little bit conservative early on. He's probably looking where all his teammates are. They don't have much of a presence on the hill yet. Looks like those heavy tanks are still climbing the eastern hill. And it's IS3 looking up the road, up the 2 line. Matchy just putting a few blind shots in to cut the bushes that tanks often might camp in or use as camouflage. One tank's already been taken out of the game, the Leo, which Matchy damaged earlier, and the Panther 2 cleaned up, and the T6 light tank just got killed by the T343 on the enemy side. Didn't see exactly where that happened, but anyway, the enemy MT25 gets taken out by that new German premium tank destroyer. As Matchy starts to chip away at long distance into these heavy tanks that are contesting the hill. The score's 2-3, and no idea where that shot went. Obviously, I think it must have missed. Didn't say, no notifications at all. Looks like artillery are bombing those heavy tanks on the hill, which is good. T29 stracked, which allows Matchy to put in another 355 hit points of damage into him. But he desperately wants those tanks to be lit so that he can keep chipping away at their health. And I think the key to winning this game will be getting rid of a lot of those tanks that are in the middle and the eastern side of the map. They're the only tanks that have been lit in that area, which the AMX M445 is pinging. Matchy doesn't want to go too far forward because he's got the FCM directly in front of him, as well as the T343. And also a couple of tier 7 tanks, but they can all do damage to him. He's still on full health, so he's looking okay. He sees the side of the OHO and says thank you very much. Put another shot into that for 367 as the KV-13 goes full YOLO, and Matchy will say thank you very much. I'll take that as my first kill. He's just kicking back, working off the back of this ridge line in the middle of the map. He needs to make sure that he stays unspotted. Chips another 400 health off the OHO. Not a bad roll there. Finally gets a decent roll in this French gun. A lot of these shots have been pretty on the low end of the amount of damage you might do. Looking for a shot under the trains and into the OHO again. You've got to love these big Japanese heavy tanks, especially when you see their sides. Even a noob like me should land every shot. Puts a nice damaging shot into the IS, sets him on fire. The T343 doesn't let Matchy get the kill, and he steals the kill just as The Russian tank is burning up. But Matchy gets a kill on the T-29, contesting the hill. Looks like there's only... Matchy's side only has one tank on that hill now, which is the T-34. And looks like the enemy might only have one or two tanks left as well. Of course, that Oho is being killed. And so has the IS-3, which I think the IS-3 was contesting the hill as well. Matchy does a little bit of pinging just to let his teammate on the hill know that if you spot it, I'll shoot it. Don't worry about that. WZ111 can be a dangerous character, and it can be a little bit dodgy to penetrate, which Matchy didn't quite penetrate that shot. But the T-34 does the job and takes the Chinese premium tank out of the game. 8-4 is the score. Forgiven for thinking that this could be all over. Matchy fires clutch at the FCM, doesn't quite land the shot on the French heavy tank. That T-34, who did such a good job on the hill, got taken out by the artillery, I think it was. And Matchy looks for another shot. Takes a Chaffee down to a one shot. The IS-3 cleans it up, and now he's searching for a shot on the German, the Indian Panzer, also known as the Curry Panzer. 10-6 is the score. Matchy's done 3,808 damage, which is not a bad amount of damage at all, but he's still got plenty in the tank. He still has just over 1,000 hit points of health, so he can afford to take one or two shots. He doesn't want to get too aggressive in the lightly armoured French medium tank. He's looking for some vision up the 1-2 line, trying to work out where that Indian Panzer is. Of course, all the Indian Panzer is the last tank that we know was last on the western side. He pings for help to let his teammate know that he's spotted, and if he can get rid of that Indian Panzer, it looks like he's gone right back up the 2 line, then there'll be nothing left on that western side. The IS-3 keeping the T-343 and the FCM at bay on the 6 line, and the Panther up on the hill, sniping like Panthers love to do. Matchy letting his team know that it's only the Indian Panzer left here. They need to get stuck into it. That Kanjay Panzer, I guess it's called, the new premium German tank destroyer. It was a pretty dumb move to be the first one into the line of fire of that Indian Panzer, being a lightly armoured, being a tank on low health. Matchy takes him down to 459 hit points, bringing his total amount of damage up to over 4,000, and he's looking for another shot. That 343 fires and misses as Matchy searches for a shot on the German medium tank. He's going for a different angle. He looks like he's going to move straight up the 1 line, or he's going to go for a bit of height by the looks of it. Doing the right thing, protecting his health. IS-3, looks like the IS-3's crossed the railway line and is now all alone on the eastern side of the map. He's looking for a shot, leads it a bit, takes him down to 86 health. Looks like the T-343. Jay Wong cops a shot as well, and now Matchy is laughing here. He should do it. He does. Sends a tier 8 German back to the garage and makes it look like a lot more likely of getting that win. And the T-343, Johnny Wong, is lighting up that British tank destroyer, which Matchy will say thank you very much. That's kill number 4, 4,788 hit points of damage so far. Johnny Wong gets taken out by the M44. At the same time, that FCM gets rid of the Russian heavy tank, the IS-3, and now it's just Matchy and an ISU 152, as well as the 3 artilleries against that FCM, the T-343, and the T-6 American artillery piece, the M44. A lot of pinging going on. Matchy just letting his teammate know that's where the T-343 was last spotted. Looks like the tank destroyer is going straight for the cap circle. Matchy moving back into the middle of the map just to try and get some vision for those artilleries. Looks like the Hummel spotted the FCM, and he'll be hoping against hope that those Tier 7 artillery pieces are aiming at the French premium heavy tank. FCM unspotted now. It looks like the FCM might be going after the artilleries. Matchy sees the American Artie and kills him, bringing his damage up to over 5,000 and picking up a 5th kill. And he'd love to turn this into a top gun by killing that Chinese tank. He looks like he's still moving. Oh, bad luck, Matchy. That was a pretty close shot. The ISU 152 staying on the cap circle, and that Hummel ended up killing the FCM. The FCM it's been a pretty lucky hit from the Hummel, but you'll take that any day of the week. Kept cap. I think he meant to say keep the cap. Fires clutched. Shot goes straight into the dirt. Not the most accurate gun in the game. But you think on 816 health with only one tank remaining, and that one tank remaining on less than 100, you think Matchy would be able to finish this up pretty quickly. He's not wasting any time. He's going straight for where the Chinese premium tank was last spotted, and the Hummel steals the kill, steals the top gun. But let's be honest, Matchy had plenty of opportunities to kill that last tank. Just unlucky that the shots didn't penetrate or went into the dirt. But in any case, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for our mate MatchyHK from Ray's Clan in the M4A1 Revalorize, maybe that's how you say it. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Spotting medal, bruiser, fire for effect, and of course the high caliber, which you see Matchy gets so many of them. Base experience score of 1738. That's the highest base experience score I've seen for a very long time. And you can see he had an absolute ripper of a game. No idea why it's indicating on the World of Tanks Replays website that he was part of the platoon. He most definitely wasn't. But he fired 25 shots, 18 hits, 16 did damage, 5,500 hit points of damage, spotted 1,700, and that was enough to get him an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Unlucky not to get the top gun, but have a look at all those credits. 125,000 credits is a bottom line profit. Premium tank, premium account, win, and all that spotting adds up to mega dollars in any tier 8 premium tank. So, thanks for the replay, Matchy. Thanks for watching, everybody. This very interesting game in a very interesting tank, the M4A1 Revalorise. I guess that's how you say it. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you all next time.